Hello friends, good week, how are you today? How was your weekend? I hope everything is okay. And this is the weekly review for 16th of September 2012. Well, last week was very interesting, mainly at the end of it, with Draghi that came with his health program, and then Bernanke with official QE number 3, and now all looks well positive. But before I start the Go analysis, well, the first thing I was surprised because of that, because of the optimism from the market. I was not watching for such big moves. I was clearly wrong about my expectations from the indices, mainly the Dow Jones, which surprised, and the S&P that rising. But let's put everything on the right place. All the good things that the market was expecting to are already behind us. Draghi is buying, Bernanke is buying, they all print money, and the thing is, alright, we are right after the good things. Now it's time to see how really it's going to happen, right? They announced all wonderful, really all wonderful, and alright, so I was wrong with my expectations for the right time. But remember what I said for a few weeks? Something unexpected or surprising might happen right somewhere at the middle of September to the middle of October. We are right now in the middle of September, right now, this day, and it could happen. It could happen at the end of September, 28, it's Friday, 31 is Friday, is the beginning of the next, no, there's no 31, this is the 1st of October, could be the beginning. Something could happen in this range, and I'll explain why. I still think that all the great things that could happen with the interventions already happened. From here, the surprise could be not so good. And I want to show you the chart, and I want to show you what I'm expecting. I want to start with the euro, even though you have the pound dollar right now on the chart. I want to start with the euro. I was expecting for the euro to make a stop around 127, 128. I was clear wrong with my expectation there, as I said. But we discussed about that, and I said euro dollar could even go and rise to the gap close or even higher. Friends, do not fall in this trap, and this is a trap. The euro is in bad condition. To print this money, right, they have to take the euro as low as possible to print this money, and the euro is going up. That's bad. They cannot succeed if the euro is so high. It is impossible. That's what happened with the QE number 1, number 2 in USA, and the US dollar crashed. The euro dollar is a trap. Yes, it's moving high. Yes, it surprises with its high. Even myself, I did not see that coming as fast as it did. I still think it's a trap. Let me show you why. The weekly chart, we have a hidden divergence. It doesn't matter where you take a look from the last high, or these highs, or this high, or this high, we are on a bearish divergence, and here it goes. That's the one. You see that? That's a bearish divergence. Also on the MACD histogram, we have band to band move on the weekly chart. So the euro dollar could push higher. It could push to 132.50. It could push to 134, 135 even. But this push is the end. I will show you. I will explain you why. Pay attention to this MACD. MACD creates already right now a new high. You see that on the histogram. The Bollinger Bands will have 20 candles right within a few days. RSI is reaching the extreme level. Friends, the day that the euro dollar will make the whole down move back to this trend line will come very fast. Again, it could push to 132.50, 134, or even 135. somewhere around here. It could, but the higher it goes, the bigger the correction will be. And I expect something like between 300 to 700 points down move of the euro dollar at least. That's my expectation, and it's going to happen. And right now, if you were in, I did not see that. I was not in. I'm shorting the euro dollar already. I'm convinced that it's all a trip, nothing more, and the euro dollar will crash. There is no other way. There is no other way. Then I want to talk about the pound dollar, and it has a wonderful thing. The pound dollar also surprised with its power, but I did not like the pound well, on the last period. Now I love it very much. Pay attention, friend. There is a trend line here on the daily chart. See that? Here from this point. That's somewhere in between 163 to 164, maybe a little bit higher. Right? Pound dollar as the euro dollar is reaching MACD not reached the high, but there is a bearish pressure and RSI is coming to the edge. The last time it happened was here. Since then the pound dollar flied. Now it's time to crash. This trend line that was created was never retested yet. This support that used to be a resistance here never was tested after the break. Read my lips. Pound dollar is going to go back all the way here. Yes, it could push to this high and maybe even a little bit more, but from here we're going at least to this line, but probably even lower. Friends, I expect the pound dollar to crash also at least for 400 to 800 points or something like that. That's my expectation for this wonderful pair. So that's about the pound dollar. Get ready, because again it's all about trap. Yes, it could be just, based on the momentum, the bullish momentum it gets. I like the pound, and it's very extreme, and it's only a matter of time until the drop down begins, and it's going to be powerful. And the pound dollar also, by the way, in 3 more days will reach more than 20 candles right on a daily chart on a Bollinger Band. That's, friends, very bearish sign. So get ready. Euro yen, I was looking for 101 and a stop there. It never stopped there. It just breaks through and flying high, and guess what? Euro yen is reaching its extreme as well. How wonderful it is. I think very much. And the euro yen could push even to 105. I will not be surprised if it does it, as base to secret number 3, that's the resistance number 1, right? If we take a look on the long run, that's number 1. This is number 2 somewhere here, and that would be number 3. So 105 could be very wonderful level, and the euro yen, sorry, will go and drop from there, and it's going all the way back right to this trend line. For this pair, I could expect for something like also 300 to 500 points. Wonderful area, wonderful potential trade. Get ready. The next interesting opportunity I can find is the Euro Australian. I'm talking about this pair for a while, and right now it breaks through this small triangle it created and could go higher. But again, that's the levels 125, 126, maybe 127. We are very extreme. Weekly chart is going to create somewhere here around a hidden divergence already. I'm convinced we are going for a down move from there. I'm on bearish expectation. The swap is positive, being on a bearish mode, but on a bearish trend. There is a bearish pressure. RSI is dancing around extreme. Last time it happened was here around this area, and we all remember what happened. If we pay attention, that was resistance number 1 after the bullish situation. That was resistance number 2, and we are right now on resistance number 3 and 4 range. That's why I'm convinced it's going to make a stop within a few days, and it's going to cover all the way down back, and we're going to have 20 candles right, so the down move will be very interesting. 300 to 500 points correction is expected at least, and it's going to be very interesting. The next one will be gold and silver. Friends, get ready. I was talking about longing the gold and with 1750, 1770 as target. We are there. We are already there, and we are now on extreme. Friends, don't fall in this trap. Bollinger Band duplication on the weekly, resistances, and could potentially be hidden divergence, or even if it pushed a bit higher, every sign of that will be just a bearish down move. I'm convinced that at the end it's going back all the way to this line. Maybe not on the first stage, even though we have here almost 20 candles, and we probably will have them around these days. It will cover first of all to the opposite Bollinger Band, to the lower Bollinger Band, but right after that I will not be surprised if the gold will push all the way down to this trend line. I am bearish. I become very bearish right now, and I think that it's time to go and sell. And do not forget that on the daily chart there is a wonderful bearish band, and if it pushes higher it could be bearish crab, and there is a room for a down move. Same story about the silver, even though this one does not have any harmonical pattern, but the bearish divergences here. RSI is dancing around extreme. Last time it happened was here and on the bottom, and we all remember what happened right after that. That's why I'm convinced silver is building a top, and it's going the whole way down, and we can see we have almost 20 candles right. Soon as 20 and down move will begin, and this support was never tested and will be. So that's my expectation for these wonderful commodities. The next things will be, of course, the indices. They're wonderful, but before that, a few words about the oil. And we discussed about that, and we said the oil can go and push to this trend line, something like that, maybe even higher. It could try to break through. I'm looking for this divergence. That's monster. Once the right time comes, the oil will crash. Now only let's wait for a bearish candle pattern and a bearish turnaround. It could push higher. It could push even to 105. I will not be surprised. But it's only a matter of time until the oil crashes. Remember my words. And especially right before we're coming to closer and closer for the elections. Now, as I promised, indices. Nasdaq is screaming down. Monthly chart is screaming down. I don't buy these buy moves. There is a bearish pressure. I think it could keep going little bit more, but I think it's a trap. I don't believe that. I did not believe it earlier. I don't believe it now. And the very interesting and very well, for me it's reliable sign. I don't remember exactly when. I think in April or May. When did it happen here? Yes, April and May. On February and March, the big names like George Soros and Robbins and Robini and Palmer and more and more and more, they all said we are going for a bearish down move, bearish correction. No one believed in them during March and February, but right after that, April and May, it happened. I convinced. 2 weeks ago they all started to talk about that. Now, of course, right after they talk, as normal sign, the market keeps going. Now, within 2 weeks or a month, as I said, I think something will happen, and we are in front of a bearish move. I know I might sound like unrealistic right now, comparing to what happens here and the bullish signs we kind of have right now. I'm convinced that something will happen. It will be a surprise. No one will expect that. So keep in mind that something, when the right time comes and the bearish candle pattern will create with the bearish divergence we have on weekly chart, that will be the time to attack. Until then, well, you can try to go bullish, even though I prefer to ignore this bullish move. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe I missed this bullish party and the optimism. Maybe I sound like a real bear and a pessimistic, but I'm not like that. I'm very optimistic about the markets, but not right now. No reason for the optimism. Printing more money, taking more loans is not a good sign. For a short run, we see the reaction. Even I'm surprised, but we all know how it could go and react right after that. So Euro Pound will be the next thing to pay attention to. I think it can go higher, even to 0.8230. That would be my level to watch. 0.80 to 30. If it reached that, even 0.82 it's enough. If it reached that, go and make your sell. Weekly chart will go and create a bearish hidden divergence. We will get weekly resistance and band to band move. 0.80 to 30. If it makes it, go for a powerful sell, because from this area, if it makes it, the euro pound will reach all the way back down for 3 to 400 from 2 to 400 points down move. That would be my expectation for this wonderful pair, and that's enough. I really think that's enough. If you want some exotic pairs, then I think, and I'm already in, Euro Turkish is reaching also a top with a bearish pressure and with a weekly band to band move and a bearish pressure of a divergence. It could push higher even to 241, 243 even, maybe 237 will be the stop. I'm convinced that the Euro Turkish is about to make a strong down move, but pay attention because the swap on the down move is positive, so you can enjoy this wonderful swap. And that's all for this week, and for all my Jewish followers and friends, I wish you Happy New Year, or Shana Tova as we say, and well, just enjoy these days, and enjoy the opportunities we have now and we are going to have on this period. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wish you wonderful trading, wonderful profits, and patience, friends. Patience, that's the key for long trades. We were waiting for these opportunities. They are here. Enjoyed it. I said you like a month and a half ago, it's time to be in market. You see, I was right about that. Thank you very much, friends. I wish you a wonderful week. Yours, Vladimir.